Good evening, Greg here. Burn at both ends. Burning on the back end of Sunday, back end of the weekend. It's 10:51 p.m. Pacific, the 12th of August, 2018. Great day today. Spent this morning burning on the front end here. I'm really excited about kind of planning around this startup, around the nonprofit widget here. And I've realized where I am with this, right? And so, my whole organization brings clarity brings sequencing, execution. And so I'm in that organization to provide clarity state right now for this startup opportunity, right? I had a training on Friday with Peter, awesome training. I recorded it, so this morning I spent time listening to it again, taking notes, just want to get kind of like thoughts in order. Saw a lot of the back ends, a lot of the kind of the gritty details of the business on the training, and so I'm excited. We have another training on Tuesday, and so hopefully that can get more into like marketing and process and sales, and kind of almost like coming up with like a script, kind of like the sequence of how we reveal things about the widget to folks, right? What's the order, or what's the process? Or kind of like based on the questions, how do we, attack things? Kind of like, almost like a game plan or a strategy for now engaging with a customer. So, I'm in that kind of organization to get clarity mode, which is really kind of cool because I've been talking about that for a while, and so now I'm like right there on the front end of that process, right? And so my goal is, it's about the middle of August. My goal is in the next 2 weeks to kind of have a really solid plan for like kicking this thing off. And part of that is solving this virtual assistant challenge here about so I'm going to be making lots of phone calls. Obviously calls are going to be coming back. I want to make sure someone's there to answer the call, so that way I'm not making myself crazy at work. I think that's very important, and also I think it adds a professional kind of side to this. I don't want to be sitting there playing phone tag with people all week. And so I'm getting into the planning, this training, and I'm really glad that I have these audios, because it's really incredible how you listen to the audio again, and it just like brings you right back to the call, brings you right back to what was going on, so you can process all the details. And so I have listened to that entire call already, so I think I'm ready for Tuesday. And what's really cool is that I sent a bunch of questions to Peter, and he and one of his partners in a Google Sheet kind of put, copied and pasted all my questions, and then each of them kind of gave me their individual answers, which is really kind of cool to get two perspectives on each question. And we're just going to keep filling that up, keep rocking with that, iterating on that. And so I really feel supported, which is awesome. I really feel like Peter has my back on this. I feel that we're really kind of, he's welcoming me to the team, and just really, solid feeling about starting on this endeavor. Very excited for it. Very excited. And then as far as work goes, the HBD project. If you look at the success journal, right, the HBD project is moving along nicely. We started a little bit earlier. We were supposed to start Friday. We started Thursday. I know it's just one day, but in my experience with these kinds of projects, anywhere you can pick up anytime you do, right? Because you never know when you're going to appreciate that and when you can cash that in somewhere. But this is a big week. Most of the team is gone at a conference, and so now we have our kind of whole week here to do our build up. We need the electricians to come in. These are our facilities folks, so we'll see how that works. Because everyone else is kind of like internal to the team, and like we have complete control, but the electricians are facility folks, and so they're kind of like on the outside. So hopefully that'll go well, and then next week we'll get back into installing a lot of hardware, and then it's just a matter of aligning some optics, and off we go. So that's really exciting. It's cool. This is like my first real experience with this team integrating hardware, which I think is important. And then we have started these other two projects, and we've realized we have some pretty hardcore deadlines in early October, so we got to get going like right now. And so we are kind of pinched on resources. So first thing I'm doing is trying to understand what the near-term deliverables are. We want to place a large order in early October. And so to prep for that order, we need to get a lot of ducks in a row. in the month of even now and September especially. So trying to line up those resources, get that work going, so that way we're in really good shape toward the end of September. And so that's where we're at. So a lot of preparation, a lot of planning, a lot of organization, kind of a very similar process, on the side work and on the work, which is really interesting. That we're kind of we're at the beginnings of some major projects, and so a lot of the actual work is very similar. It's very the content's different, but the process is very similar. So very cool there. So I am very excited about that. Excited about the week. Really want to. I contacted a whole bunch of virtual assistants last night, but they're all kind of like Monday through Friday, 9 to 5ers. So I should hear from a bunch of folks tomorrow, if not Tuesday, and hopefully by the end of this week I will have that kind of wrapped up, at least a good understanding as to what it'll cost and when it'll start, this virtual assistant thing. So we will see how I will report more. I'm very excited to start that. That sounds like that's going to be really like just a killer piece to this to make it work. So, and that's all. That's what we got. So link down below, you'll find my morning ends. You'll find some other really good links. The beat in the background is written by me. G1 is my alter ego. I write these beats. Check them out on SoundCloud if you like it. Other than that, I think we're good. So get some sleep tonight. Prep for the week. Wake up tomorrow. It's Monday. Crush it. Light it up. Inspire folks. Do great things. And I will end you in the morning.